Hello everyone, I'm Juggerite. Welcome to my Minecraft Bedrock Survival Let's Play series. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. We've got a lot to get done. We need to build a village breeder and somewhere for the babies to go once, the villagers do the thing. You know, that awkward thing that, they do to make baby villagers. Alright, I did some fishing between episodes, and I did have some luck. But we also need to get in our semi-automatic Netherwart farm today. So let's jump right in it. And in this chest right here, we have an Impaling 5 book, which I fished up, which will be very handy when we finally get a trident. And I got an Efficiency 4 book, so we can, I believe, add that Efficiency 4 to, yes, either our pickaxe or our axe. I tell you what, I think our best bet is probably, even though I've been cutting down a lot of trees, I think our best bet is probably going to be to add it to our pickaxe. So, let's go ahead and get that done. Alright, throw our pickaxe in, and our Efficiency 4 book. 8 levels. Alright, the only thing we need left on this thing is mending. So I picked out a spot for our village breeder, and I will meet you guys there. So up here I cleared out a couple rough layers to smooth things out a little bit, and this should give us plenty of room for our village breeder. And it's going to be a very simple but yet nice design. We want our villagers to feel appreciated, and we want them to have a much better home than they came from. I put most of the materials we'll need in that chest, and also grabbed us a crafting table and a stone cutter to help get us started. So let's grab a few of these building blocks here for our walls, and maybe right here would be a good spot. Well, that's a little close to the edge. Let's back it up just a little bit. Again, this thing doesn't have to be very big. It's a village breeder, but we do want it to look pretty decent for our villagers. We want them to be very happy and content with their lives. And so, I think this is going to do just fine. So let's go ahead and work on this side here. We'll have the parents on one side and the beds on the other. And the parents won't be able to get to the beds, but the babies will think they can. We will use the whole trapdoor trick and lure the babies across, but they won't go across. They'll go down into a water tunnel that will suck them down to their temporary home until they get put to work. So I think this is a pretty good layout right here. And we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a time lapse while I knock this thing out. Alright everyone, we have the building in place and the outside complete. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. And this side is the I started out with because we got that funky little bit there. I'll do something with that. We got some flowers right there. We got a nice view for our villagers off the edge of the cliff here. I don't know how much they'll see because of them trees, but they're going to be too busy for that anyways. Got a nice little window here for them to look down over on the rest of the mountain up here. And I did very minimal decoration on this side and the front. Just enough to say that I did do some because we have some terraforming to do. And we have paths to go in. So I really wanted to make sure there was plenty of room for that stuff and not have decorations in the way. So right here's where we'll do our little trap door trick. The beds will go right where I'm standing. But we'll go down right here and we'll let the baby villagers will fall into water. So they'll be nice and safe. They won't take any damage. And then they'll get funneled down to their temporary home that is where they'll be housed until they get moved into their permanent home with their professions. While I'm figuring this here out, I have a question for you guys. Do you think I should do individual villager houses so that each villager has their own home? Or would you like to see a villager trading hall? Either way you go, they're going to be the more elaborate and better looking builds in the world so far. If a villager trading hall would definitely be the biggest build in our world so far. But it's going to be a upscale area, regardless if they're individual houses or a trading hall. It definitely is going to be a lot better than in terms of the way things look. It's going to look a lot more upscale for our villagers. We want them to be very happy. After all, they're going to be working hard for us. And I'm going to go ahead and run this down right. Yeah, I think this right here ought to be good. And I'm going to get some terraforming done and we'll come back. All right, just to give you guys an update, I put these bushes here just to kind of mark it off. But so we got the babies coming down here in a tube all the way down. I got some rough terraforming done. I'm trying to make sure I don't run out of dirt before I get this, because now I have to build all this up for the villager house to sit on. And so that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Alright, I've got a rough outline of a platform here for us to get started. As you can see, it's not the best terraforming job, but I was just trying to get to the point where we could get this build started. I can always finish terraforming between episodes. That way if I have to grab more dirt, I can go grab some I can find a good spot to grab some that's not gonna interfere with anything or ruin the aesthetics around. So our wall is, we need some planks. Let's grab some planks real quick. And our wall is going to go right along the edge here. And that's going to be basically a little corner right here where the villagers can come out and then they'll come right up the stairs to us. I'm definitely going to have to expand this platform before we can finish this, but we can get a initial layout of our building done, and then I'll extend the platform before we do the rest of the details and whatnot. But that's basically the outline right there. It's going to be a real simple little square build, but it's going to be kind of nice. I mean, it's going to have a lot of the aesthetics and whatnot that we have over on the village breeder. Again, we want our villagers to be happy because they're going to work their hearts out for us. So we're just going to take our walls up like this, and we're just going to, this ought to be plenty tall enough. There's probably not going to be a ceiling in here. It's just going to be one of them cathedral ceilings, so it'll be open. And again, this is just a place to house our villagers until we put them to work and they get their nice new home where they actually have their own space and whatnot. But for the time being, we're using block pallets here that hopefully will help tie everything together, so our kingdom, shouldn't say kingdom, but our world doesn't look so sporadic and everything. Even though, I mean, we are on a pretty limited block palette, but I would still like to incorporate what we do have into different builds without it looking too random. So right now, I think this is going to be an ongoing project with the villagers, obviously, but probably the next big project that won't take all this time probably be Netherite, because our first villager is going to have to be a mending villager, because we really need to mend up our armor and our tools. So I think getting everything with mending on it and upgrading it to Netherite is definitely going to be the way to go. So here is our villager house, pretty much complete. We got to get the outside lit up a little bit better, but this is what we've got so far. These two nightstands in here should put off plenty of light, because really this is all non-spawnable anyways, except for one block that is right down there. And you know what, we can come right down here real quick and throw a torch inside that tunnel. Now nothing can spawn and our villagers can live in peace. So we still need to get some minor terraforming done, and between episodes I'll put in the path that'll come up here and split off between these two places. And over here, this can terraform down some, make it a little bit smoother of a transition. And over here, this is probably all pretty much going to get filled in to the level that I'm standing on now. So that'll make that much easier to smooth out. And I'll just kind of line it up with work it to what's already there and just kind of work with the terrain. And once we get the path in, we'll be able to come through here pretty easy. I think it's looking pretty good for now. It's a start, and we'll get some more detailing and stuff done on the outside between episodes. I'll get some lights up there, but right now I think it's a good time to go work on our semi-automatic Netherwart farm. I added another door to our storage unit here, as you can see. When we come through, we got the other one over there, and we come out this one here, and it brings us right over to our pumpkin farm that we have already. Let's check that. 47 pumpkins, not bad. I wasn't expecting us to be able to get villagers as quick as we did. I thought we'd have a nice little stockpile with just this little farm, but we can expand that, and we will probably do that next episode. It'll be real easy, and I got most of the things here we need for our Netherwart farm. So basically we're going to lay out soul sand and an 8x8 pallet, and then we'll go from there. We're going to turn this a different direction than I originally planned, so a slight bit more terraforming. A little more dirt to bring the outer edges up where we need it. We want to keep with our oak theme, so we're going to run some oak planks along these three outer sides here, outside of our collection area, just like this. and down this side here. And then we're going to run our water collection system right here. Bring that up one more. And run another row right here. In fact, let's bring both of these ends out that one extra little bit. There we go. So our collection area will be right over here. We'll do this side. So we'll break this out and get our collection area in right here. Now that we have our hopper and our chest, we can put our hopper pointing at this dirt block right here. That's where our chest is going to be. And then we won't have to worry about trying to crouch and put it in by like we would if we dug the dirt out to start with. See how it's facing where we need it? Boom, there's our collection system. Now we can get our crafting table out here and get us an oak staircase and put the oak staircase right here, and that'll keep anything from flowing out and allow us access to the chest to collect all of our goodies, and put one right here just to make it a little bit easier to get up in here. And we're going to run our water stream from this end down toward the hopper. So that's why we had the 8 blocks. It brings it right there. The 9th block is the hopper, and everything will get sucked right up in there. So now we need to do our redstone, but we're going to start with our dispensers. We can bring them back here, and there's a reason why they're not sitting level. With the regular farm, you could get by with them sitting level, but with the soul sand, it'll always think, after you first use it, it'll always think that that first one is a water source there, and you'll have to place dirt and break the dirt in order to get the netherwarts. This here eliminates that by bringing it up a row higher and having it drop down onto it. So we're going to go ahead and bring this out a little bit more, and we'll get some more oak planks right back here to run our redstone on, and bring it right across just like that, and put the last one there just to make it look uniform. And now we just get a little bit more dirt, make it so that we can get up here a little bit easier. Just minor terraforming. And let's break this back and open this up a little bit more. We want plenty of room around our farm. You can use a lever, but I'm going to use a button. I'll push it once to turn on the dispensers, and again to turn them off. And then we're just going to run our redstone right along the edge here, if I can get around this chest, and along the back side. Whoops. And once we do this, we can test out our system. I don't think it's going to work because the redstone's not going to the dispensers. It's just kind of lining up behind it. So it looks like we would have to have redstone repeater, but we'll give it a go and see. Nothing. Okay. So here's how we're going to fix that. We're going to take all the redstone and put it, we're going to run the redstone on top of the dispensers, and then it'll definitely be directly hooked to each one. We can go ahead and take this row of oak right on out of here. We don't need that. And let's put a piece of oak on this side beside the dispenser to match what we're going to do on the other side. And we're just going to run our redstone right across the top here like this. And break that redstone. Now put it back. Okay. Now let's test our button. Emery got fire. So let's get our 8 buckets of water in there and see what happens. Now we get our repeater right there. Let's test it out one more time. We should fire all the way across and redo, and it's beautiful. And we can turn it off. That actually looks like we probably could have made this a little bit longer, but it's fine. We're going to go ahead and plant all of our netherwarts now, and see, we don't have the problem I was talking about before. We can plant them right back here, even though we've already turned on them dispensers, because it doesn't think this is a water source, because the dispensers are actually a layer up, and we have an air block there between the dispenser where the water bucket is and the soul sand now, so everything can work just like we need it to. And once we start getting these farmed, we can make red nether bricks, which I tend to really like. Plus, netherwarts are very handy for potion brewing. Between episodes, I'll extend this coarse dirt path over to our new farm. That way, everything stays in a position where it's complete and we don't have to come back and do any extra work. I have the terraforming to do over by the village breeder and the temporary villager house where the babies go, and definitely got to get the villagers into the village breeder. But our next task is Storm, my boy. There you go. Now you have a name and some food. He loves us. Also, we got us another fox that was stuck in a hole over there between episodes. And so we definitely have to get some sort of habitat done up for these guys right here so we can breed them and have us a baby that's not going to be quite so skittish. Now to move these guys. Your new home is ready, and you're going to love it better than that last village you were at. And I've got the perfect job for you. It's going to be great. Up the mountain we go. Let's make sure she stays safe in here. Aren't you eager to work? Well, I've got a job for you. Up the mountain we go. Once again. Make him safe, and then we'll move our rails. One last go with both of them, and they'll be set. Here we go. You're all ready to go to your new home. Let's get you going up the hill. And we'll get you safe in there. Here we go. Now don't you go anywhere. I'll be right back. Alright, let's get you going. Right on up the hill. There we go. One more little push, I guess. Alright. Now let's slide in here with them. I can collect the rails later. Let's get this carpet down right here where I'm standing. Let's get him out of this mine cart and move him out of the way so we can put that carpet down. Let's get you out of your mine cart, and you're in the way too. Let's slide you over. There we go. Now, your new home is complete. You're going to like it here. Let's break in this way here and get ready for the magic to happen. We don't have any carrots, but we do have some bread. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. A little bit of bread for you. A little bit of bread for you. More? Okay. A little more bread for you. A little more for you. Let's see how that does. Oh, they're not shy. Let's get out of here before it gets awkward. So that took no time at all, and he's... Are they working on another one already? Well, while our villager breeder is going good and strong, I'd say, well, he just went down the tunnel. So we know that everything is working great. Well, we got a lot done today in today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My current goal is 50 subscribers, and you guys can help that happen. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to click that bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. Also, if you guys would like me to do a live stream, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, cast a recommendation. Villagers with individual houses or a traditional villager trading hall. You guys let me know. And I'll see you in the next video.